Hey everybody, welcome to Mainely Movies. The teaser trailer for Last Night in Soho was just released and I am extremely excited to check it out. I've been looking forward to this movie for years now and it seems crazy that it's taken this long to finally get a look at it. I'm a big fan of Edgar Wright. I love the style of his movies, especially the editing and how he blends the story and soundtrack, so I can't wait to see that in a 1960s set film. His last foray into horror, 2004's Shaun of the Dead, is my all-time favorite movie, so I'm pretty excited to see what he does with his time-bending psychological horror. Let's check it out. Downtown cover.
When you've got troubles, all the noise and the hurry seems to help. I know. Downtown. Just listen to the music of the traffic in the city.
Okay, so Thunderball, so 65. That works out with the song too. That's when that album came out.
Sidewalks where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose?
Oh. Oh man, there's so many possibilities here. Is she dreaming? Is she actually time traveling? Is this like a body swap thing? Alright, so she's actually singing it. Is this supposed to be Petula Clark in this movie? Ooh, that was kind of like Don't Look Now.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Wow, that's a very like 70s slasher poster kind of thing too. Or 80s slasher. Wow. That looks awesome. That looks so interesting, and there's so many possibilities there. Is she time traveling? Like, is she actually going? Is it all dreams? Is she, like, somehow body swapping with this other woman? Is this some sort of, I don't know. I mean, it's not that long that this would be, like, a multi-generational thing. I don't know. Like, I mean, I have no idea what's going on in this movie, but it looks awesome. And I think that's, like, one of the hallmarks of a really good teaser trailer, where it looks so cool, it's very intriguing, but it doesn't tell you anything. Like, you don't know anything about the story. We don't know if this is just purely psychological, if, like, you know, at the end, like, I wasn't expecting, like, hands to be coming through the floor and, like, windows and stuff to be being broken through. So is it actually happening, or is this all psychological? I mean, it's the 60s, so is some of this, like, drug-induced, you know, like, what's actually happening? And that one shot, that first shot when we see her walking into the whatever hotel and, like, having her sweatshirt taken off, but it's, like, the shawl of this, fancy kind of dress, and we see that mirror shot. That is so cool. So I'm really really intrigued. And like I love Edgar Wright's films, so like I was already excited, but this story and kind of the concepts here have made me even more excited. And the visuals too. I mean, this has a lot of kind of 70s psychological sort of horror visual style. There's sort of some Suspiria in the visuals there and the colors. That one shot of Anya walking kind of towards the camera. It looked very much like a shot from Don't Look Now, which was another kind of really unsettling, creepy, and sort of confusing type of psychological story. So I'm really excited, and I mean, I already mentioned that, like, the editing and how Edgar Wright blends the soundtrack and songs into his movies, which is one of my favorite things about his filmmaking style. Obviously, we had that a lot with Baby Driver, but even going back to, like, Shaun of the Dead, like, just how he blends everything, a lot of the Queen music and everything in that movie. So I really like that here. I mean, I love 60s music. I tried to pick a 60s band shirt. Wasn't any zombies in this movie, trailer at least, but I don't have a Petula Clark shirt, unfortunately, and I wouldn't have known anyway before watching, but I really like that, and it's interesting. I don't think that this character is actually supposed to be Petula Clark. I think she's obviously just doing a cover, but it would be interesting. I don't know how much demand there is for a Petula Clark psychological horror movie, but I would totally be on board. So if it's Petula Clark or not, I think it's really interesting. It seems to be this, we've got this character who's kind of withdrawn in the modern world, you know, like she's like hanging back behind all those other girls who are talking as they're walking through the streets, and now in the 60s, she is, at least in the body or whatever, of this singer, you know, this person who's like kind of in the center of attention, kind of in the spotlight all the time. So that's gonna be a really interesting dynamic there, and I am super excited for this. I'm really intrigued, and it's coming out in October, finally, and I can't wait to watch it. But that's just my take on the trailer. So are you excited for this movie? Are you looking forward to another Edgar Wright horror film? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Alright, so if you got some enjoyment or insight out of this trailer reaction, I'd appreciate if you'd hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe while you're at it to see more videos like this, as well as movie reviews. Till next time, this has been Alyssa with Mainely Movies, the way life should be.